Hey YouTube, this is Allyn Rickards from Shelton, Washington. Coming here to kind of give you a brief history of what has gone on in my life, what brought me to here where I'm at. I started off, most of my life for quite a few years, a strung out drug addict, completely weak and really worthless. Got in a lot of trouble, spent most of my life, even adult life, locked up. At one point in my drug addiction, I was just done, and I needed to go to prison. So I went to prison at the very last part and had an epiphany, and it was to never be weak again. So at that point, I switched everything over. I cut off my hair. I acted the exact opposite as I did. I changed everything to the T, exactly opposite of how I was, even my line of thinking. Which means I went to the weight yard, and I picked up those weights every single day. Snow, rain, it didn't matter. I was out in the prison yard pumping weights away, learning. I did this for a little over a year in that yard and finally got released. I vowed to never go back, but it had to happen because it taught me where I am right now, and I'm so glad I went through it. So when I got out, I started, obviously I didn't have the supplements and proper diet while I was in the joint or anything like that. I just had a lot of guys that knew how to work out, and extremely hard. So I learned that way. So when I came out, I was pretty hardcore working out. I mean, I put in the work like a crazy person. Then I started realizing supplementation and diets and what works for my body. And so years went by of me just trial and error, picking up things and realizing it doesn't work, or it does work for me, or whatever, all the way to the point, it was about 2 years ago, and I decided, what am I doing this for? Why am I spend every day I'm in the gym, I cook my food, and pack it around everywhere I go during the day. I say no to half the social events because I got to have my food with me and I got to prepare. And it's like, what am I doing this for? So I decided, well, I gotta go in and compete. So last year I finally made up my mind. I didn't want to ever get on stage without the mindset that I'm going to win, because I can't handle failure, and I will never fail. I won't ever put myself in that situation. So I was going to step on stage. I figured I was ready. So I got a trainer. He's an IFB pro. I got a trainer. He's taught me posing, taught me a different style of training that I wasn't used to, and just packed on a large amount of muscle in the last year. Obviously, COVID has taken away all my shows this year, so I haven't actually even been to a show yet. But April 3rd is my upcoming show, the Vancouver Open, and to me it's kind of a small show now. I've been studying this show year after year, watching YouTube videos and seeing what I'm up against, and I think I'm going to do real well. The real show that I'm after is the Emerald Cup, which comes on the 23rd of that month, and that show is a pro qualifier. I never thought about pro any of this. All I want to do is win one show, because you win battle axes and swords and they're cool. And that was all I wanted to do. Plus I have a 3-year-old son and he thinks I'm the Hulk. That's why I was doing this before. And one show, one win, I'm done. Then pro kept on coming up. Pro kept on with my trainer. Oh, you can be a pro qualifier. You get your pro card. I didn't think nothing like that was really real. All the way until recently. I'm 40 years old now. I'm in the Master. I could be in the Masters National, which is a pro qualified. And so anyway, this is documented my path to pros. So during my path to pro, my bodybuilding phase I'm going through, or era, or whatever you want to call it, maybe profession, hopefully profession. Man, I love this sport. I love helping people. I have a lot of people that I've trained, and they just, they're getting super strong, they're getting super big, they're happy with themselves. I mean, I love that. I want you to succeed like I want to succeed. But really, I want you to succeed more than anything. I mean, I love watching my success. I want to help. So that's what I'm here for. I'm documenting everything that I'm doing for you guys. You guys can, you know, watch what I've done now. And the biggest thing, my body's different than your body. And I'm not going to tell you to eat this, take this supplement, or eat this food. I'm not going to tell you nothing like that. I'm going to tell you what I did, and I'm going to tell you what I think. So, and I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor. I just know what worked for me. And I went from 160 pounds to 243 pounds right now. My weight for my show will be 228 at 3%. So, you know, I packed on a lot of muscle in a short period of time, really. So I know it works, for me at least. And everybody that I've trained, I know it works for them. So I'm here to help. If you have any suggestions, you have any questions or comments, just click it down there and I'll get back to you. Peace.